What's going on, YouTubers, gamers and hobbyists? Welcome to this episode of On the Bench with Pete, the series you put on in the background as you hobby or paint along with me. And I have opportunity, as I have time on my hands, and I'm going to do what I said I was going to do last year. And let's just turn the camera around. We're going for the Angry Neighbors because it's all raring to go, and you know, I've had this for a little while and I want to get into my Zombicide arsenal, so to speak. So let's get to the bench. Grab your glues, brushes, models, whatever else you need. Tea, coffee. I've got coffee. And let's head on over to the bench. Okay, so here we are on the bench. And we've got some miniatures, as you can see. Let me just set my timer going. Zombicide Angry Neighbors. Now, this isn't all of them because I haven't got the companions down. I've got the Seeker Zombies. This is the new type of zombie. Seeker Zombie. I've got the new characters here. And there are Seeker Zombies. I don't know if I'll get to them in time. That said, why not? In for a penny, as they say. And I've got my cards here for a painting guide reference for them. Yeah, what the heck. Let's get the companions done as well. Now, these are treated as survivors. These have all been washed and stuff. Prepared as much as I'm to prepare a board game miniature. Right. I've literally only just opened the box up again. First time since my unboxing, actually. And I need to really draw this out. 2, 4, 6, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Now, obviously, it would make sense, and I did toy with the idea of airbrushing the primer on. I don't think I'm going to bother because it gets me another video out of it, and you know, since funds are few and far between at the moment, I need to stretch out my videos as much as possible, whilst at the same time maintaining a sort of air of, yes, I'm getting stuff done, if that makes sense. So this is my proposal anyway, which I prefer to do, especially with games like this. I like to hand brush prime the models because it gives me a feel for the model, being that, you know, we're going to be spending a lot of time with each other. You know, so it's good to know the intricacies and, you know, intimacies of all the different nooks and crannies of each model, each sculpt and so on. So I can get that underway. Obviously, we're just priming today, and I'm not even sure if all priming is going to get achieved. You know, which is another. I'm okay with that as well. I've got another lid here which I will use for my primer because, yeah. Now, the other thing is, do I want to prime them light or dark? Dark. Light. Yeah, so that's going to take time as well. Getting all the air bubbles out and so on. I mean, I could. I could spray the survivors, but again, it's a matter of I could do with it taking more time, whilst at the same time getting it. Once I get these done, though, however, I'll be able to incorporate them into my Zombicide games, make my narratives more, you know, compelling, and hopefully have some fun with it. Right, so there's the companions. What to do first? Well, first thing is to get my glasses on. And Will I do these or will I do this? No, I think I will do the Seeker Zombies first. Because, you know, they're going to be black anyway. So got a little bit of black here. Find a brush actually. I could use that one. Any fairly big brush will do, to be truthful. So just looking at some brushes here, but I want a big brush, but I don't want it too big, if that makes any sense. I'll use one of my old wash brushes. Anyway, going to put some Lamium medium with it, just a bit of Lamium medium, a little bit of retarder, 2 drops of retarder, and then shake my primer up. I've got near black as well, but this is a black. Right, okay. A bit of water as well. Mix that up. I only want a thin layer. For the primer, you see. And it goes on quite well. Difficult to see on camera what's been primed and what hasn't. I can see it up and close, just to take my word for that. Right, so things to talk about then. It's been I haven't been able to get the regularity of on the bench videos going as I normally have in the past, due to my work. As you know, I'm currently working temporary at a supermarket, and the job itself I love the job. Pay is quite a bit drastically less than I was on. I've only had one full pay since I started, but it was quite a bit less. And that's because the hourly rate is less and there's not so many hours as I used to work, although, you know, I do what I can. But that's okay. What I'm hoping for, folks, is one, to get made permanent, and then 2, have a slight increase in my hours. You know, I have applied for another position today in a similar role with somewhere else because I can't afford to rest on my laurels. My contract runs out in February, and if they don't take me on, then, you know, I have to look outside the box and say, look, okay, I'll get a job somewhere else because, you know, bills to pay, mouths to feed, keep warm in winter, that kind of stuff, you know what I mean? And I have to say, our Christmas was saved thanks to a couple of people. Well, 4 people in total, actually, saved our Christmas. We had a good Christmas, a lean Christmas, but it was a very, very good Christmas. Stressful, yes, but once certain people helped us out, and they came through, and it was wonderful, and it blew me away because certain people helped us out monetarily and none of us at any time asked anybody for a handout, and it was quite emotional when when it was given to us, by these different people. I mean, I will say, my mum was one of them, because I never ask her for money, ever. She always reminds me of the past when I used to be in a position to do the same for her. She's always keen to kind of address that balance, as it were, although I keep saying there really is no need. It was I was able to help you at the time, so I did. I keep saying that to her, but ask your mum, innit? They always worry about you, don't they? Anyway, I don't want to embarrass people by calling out names on here, but I want you to know, and you know who you are. You did more for us than words can say, because, like I say, you did essentially save our Christmas. It was the most incredible feeling. I've never been in that position that badly before. I've been in bad positions, but never this desperate. And just, it's been a long time since I've had to experience the toughness of lack of money and stuff. But we came through it. My mum gave me the best advice ever. Oops. Nudging my cutting mat. I got this different coloured cutting mat because it's good to focus the camera on. I just want to get that in there. But yeah, my mum gave me the best advice ever. She just take it one day at a time. Survive one day at a time. Get through today. Are you going to die today? And if the answer is no, then that is good, because you live to fight another day. And that's what we did, essentially. Yeah, that's what we did. My wife always says she's an impoverished writer. But she wants to be a best-selling writer. Sell loads of books and make loads of money. Unfortunately, it doesn't happen that way. But once she's written her third book, then going to have a really good serious hard go at marketing it properly. With proper advertising and so on. There's ways of doing it without it costing a fortune as well. And we're gonna do that. Well, I am, primarily. So yeah, we'll have a trilogy to market then, or she'll have a trilogy that I can market for her. Hopefully we can make something out of that. I've talked about making it into a game, actually, the whole story and setting. Looking into Kickstarter for that, and how cool that would be. Because I think it would make a bloody brilliant game. Primarily, it would be skirmish, but bit cardboard fell down. Yeah, primarily it would be skirmish, but it would have a capacity for a larger scale as well, depending on the game or the setting of the actual game style chosen. What part of the narrative you're going to reenact or play from. Because it wouldn't even have to incorporate the main characters, the main protagonists. There's so many other beings and things it could portray. Right. I haven't talked seriously about that. I was just offhand, you know. I foresee some cracking miniatures for it though. See, I'm looking already. This dude, he's got one of his hands missing. It's just ever so slightly different pose to these guys. That's ever so slightly different. Well, he's missing fingers on one hand and missing his left hand, that one. I don't know whether that's intentional or whether that is part of the miscast, but it's cool nevertheless. I think it's very cool. Yeah. So these guys are going to be painted old school style, like I did the other zombies and so on. I want, because they're Seeker zombies, I want them to have a kind of a darker colour. Like even grimier, because they've... Let's put a couple more drops of retardant. Because they've been around longer, they know the score. And because they've been around longer, their clothing is a bit worse for wear. That's the spin on it I'm going to put. Yeah. Move these off to the back. He's over here. Because the characters are going to be harder to do, because I'm going to... I've got Grey Seer and a Rattle Can. I don't really want to do Rattle Can priming on them. I think I'll hand brush my white or light primer. I think I've got off-whites or really light greys, which are just as good. Yeah, it's quite possible that zombie I was talking about who's missing a hand, although the hand, don't see how that's probably a miscast, but I think the finger might have come off the other hand. In the cleaning process. That's what I'm thinking. So yeah, but yeah, job is going all right though. It's going quite good, and you know, I'm enjoying it. People are okay. You don't really have much really in the way of interaction with anybody, but just go in and get on with your job, which is fine. I'm fine with that. I mean, a lot of them moan about it in there. They moan like as if it's terrible in there, but from what I've been used to, I think well, you know, this is a breeze. This is heaven compared to what I've been used to. You know, from what I can see, managers actually do the job as well. They don't just sit in an office. Even the store managers out there doing stuff a lot of the time. You can see her. So, you know, fair play. God, that's me. Got an idea. I might do the Zombivore version of each character. Black Primer 2. I'm sat out here, I don't have any heating on. It's warm enough. So far it's taken me 20 minutes to prime this many models by hand, and that's okay. Like I say, I don't want to rush this. So, but I do want to get the feeling that I'm getting something done. I know it's hard to describe. I want them done because I want to play them in my games, but I guess I want to make a few videos out of it, you know, so I might actually turn the heating on in a minute. I was able to get some more electric today, so I think I'll do that now. There we go. That click was my heater going on. Take a little while for it to warm up. There we go. So yeah, my thanks, my heartfelt thanks go out to those people that helped us during this hard time. Like I say, it really does mean so much. I can't express enough gratitude. I'm just going to do my fleece up because I don't want. It's a painting fleece. See? Before I have any accidents. Right, so that's the Seeker Zombies Prime. So we've got Adam, who's this dude here, and his Zombivore counterpart. Right, okay. We've got Tiff. See, I need to put my glasses on. And her Zombivore counterpart. Guitar axe. Strange. So that's her. And that's a Zombivore. Yeah. Okay. Julian. Could be him there, yeah. Some sort of. Don't know what he is actually. Don't know what he was. His Zombivore. He's wearing the mask. And Jeff. And his Zombivore. Yeah. Right. So. These are Zombivores. Okay, so you add them to Zombivore first. So the Zombivores are going to be painted old school over black primer. This is how it's done. Because it does change the overall appearance of a model. The primary use the colour. It subtly changes the way the paint that adheres to it reacts and looks. So that's Adam's Zombivore. Tiff next. So I'm guessing she was in a band or something then. She's using like an axe, a guitar that looks like an axe, because they call it an axe, don't they? If you're the main, like, rhythm guitarist, you're like the main axe man. Forgot his name already. But yeah, get these done. Companions. Don't know. They could be. I don't know. They could be black grey, maybe. Not sure. Do you know? I don't think I've ever started a game of Zombicide with any character as a Zombivore. I don't believe I have. I mean, probably if you did, you'd get a lot further. Maybe you should have one normal player and one Zombivore player. Or one normal character and one Zombivore character. Just saying. I think he was called Jeff. I'm not entirely sure, but... yeah. So, yeah, I'm not in work now for a few days. I was actually hoping to be able to work today, but there wasn't enough, hours on the budget to put on, and fair enough. People that are permanent and have been there years or whatever, they should get first pick. They should. First refusal. I believe they should. So, but yeah, it just means I'm out in the cold for a few days. Literally, I'm not careful. Well, not right now though, because I've got my heater on. Haha. Right. So I'm gonna. Ooh. So that's the black done. Now, question of how do I want to paint my Zombivore companions. Now it says they count as a survivor. I'm not entirely sure how they work yet. I suppose it could be in terms of, but they don't. You obviously don't gain experience or anything like that, which is cool. Right, let's clean that brush off. So, what are you guys working on, and how are you getting on? Let me know what you're working on, of course. I'm on the lookout for one of those kitchen trolley things on wheels, and you can get a lot of it off of that. There's a website where you can get free stuff from, like Free Cycle or something like that. Where people are getting where people are getting rid of stuff, and they're just happy for you to come and take it off their hands. I'm one of those like 3 or 4 tier kitchen trolleys on wheels. If I can find one that's narrow enough, it go behind my desk here, and I can tidy up a lot of my floor space. So I'm looking into that. That would be quite good, I feel. I don't know about these guys here yet. Oh, let's have a look. Let's see what it says about companions. Companions. Set aside companion equipment cards at the beginning of the game. Shuffle them into a companion deck and put them face down close to the board. Some missions feature companion tokens. Some companion tokens are put in street zones or any non-building zone. They are revealed after the setup. Draw a card from the companion deck, one for each of them, and place the corresponding companion miniature on it. Other companion tokens are put in building zones. Opening such a building for the first time reveals all companion tokens inside. Draw a card from the companion deck. Blah blah. Companion tokens are taken the same way as objective tokens. A companion can't do anything until his token has been taken. Taking a companion token gives 5 experience points to the survivor who takes it. Oh, that's quite cool. The survivor then rallies the companion and becomes his leader. Place the companion card in his inventory. Companion cards are equipment cards. A companion recognises the survivor who has his card in his inventory as his leader. A survivor can have up to 2 companion cards in his inventory, and thus may lead up to 2 companions. Choose your buddies wisely. Companion cards can be traded, discarded, or lost in the same way as regular equipment cards. If such a card is discarded or lost, remove the companion miniature as well. Your companion has fled the scene. A companion card doesn't have to be equipped in hand to be effective. What are they though? Companion's general traits. A companion is a survivor. Belongs to his leader's team. Is defeated and removed by the first wound it receives. Blah blah blah. Does not have an inventory. Can have 1 or more passive effects on his leader. Can have 1 or more active effects. Gunman, handyman, searcher, and the sniper. They might prove useful. Oh, I'm so sorry. Right, I'm just looking for some lighter primer, I was going to say. Right, we've got white. And we've got grey. white, grey. Yeah. Ugh. This is how it's going to work. White, grey. White, I'm obviously going to do the companions themselves in white. And I will do the companions in grey. That's how I'll do it. Just giving this a really good shake here. Don't think I'll need to thin this down at all. Got to avoid a bubbling on this, so I don't know whether to just go over the whole, like slather over the whole miniature and then take out the bubbles. That might be one way. I'll get a piece of paper towel on hand. That's another thing that the 3-tier or 4-tier kitchen unit could hold, as being my paper towel. I could have it. It would be really handy. Yeah. Yeah, we have to look on Free Cycle, see if anyone's getting rid of one. That's what I'm looking for. Obviously, in my area. Right, I think we might be ready. Ooh, to try. Lay some of this in the lid. Right. Back to Adam. The only reason I know his name is it's on a card in front of me. Right. I think using the contrast paint for the skin tones on the survivors. Going on quite nicely here. Got some bubbles, but not really. What did you expect? There we are. Sorry for this angle. I'm just my arm is getting tired. You see? Yeah. One thing I haven't been able to do much of lately because of work, and I apologise. That is catch up on videos. I've got so many videos to catch up on. I catch the odd one here and there, but life is just really kicking my ass right now. I know you understand. Yeah, this is the best method. It's another video I want to make today if I can. It's a YouTube channel of the week, and you won't be disappointed. Channel everybody should be aware of. So that's Adam done. Time for Tiff. I do love Zombicide. It's one of my favourite board games. That's why I want to do more of it this year. Didn't get an awful lot done last year, but I would like to change that this year if I can. I wouldn't mind looking at the other different Zombicides you can get as well. I mean, I think they're on like the second edition of Zombicide now, which hopefully will make the first edition come down in price. Not that I can do anything about it right now anyway, but I am hopeful for the future. I'm hopeful that I can get back on track. My goal this year. Let's talk about resolutions, shall we? Because you see a lot of these videos. I've made them myself in the past. Yeah. And sometimes I've been successful, sometimes I haven't. I'll make some resolutions this year. Not just hobby resolutions. My New Year's resolution for 2020 is to get back on an even keel, money-wise, and be in a more secure position with my life. That's my resolution. And hopefully I can achieve that. God willing, He'll point me in the right direction and I can go down the right road. Hopefully. Sorry, I'm quite zoomed out here. I could zoom in a bit there, so you can see it a little easier. It's just laid back, these videos, you know, it's just a bit chilled. I have a question. I sometimes like to watch the paint-along videos when I'm in bed. Sometimes. Am I the only person to do that? Does anybody do that with my videos? Just stick them on while you're in bed. Or whatever. Yeah, let me know in the comments below. I would be interested to know. The detail on these is not fantastic, but then they are only board game miniatures. I think they're pretty good for what they are, though. I want to get Mansions of Madness underway this year as well. That's another board game I like. Not as much, but I do enjoy it. I don't know why I don't enjoy it as much. I suppose it's just I'm used to the mechanics of Zombicide and enjoy that. I like kind of knowing what I'm doing in a game. I really do think that this video will be just priming, which is cool, super cool. Because it also means I get another video out of it. Yay! And yes, I'll be a cheapskate and I'll get another week. Ah. Right. That's that. The last ones to do will be these guys. 15 minutes in which to do it. It's actually not a bad brush for priming. I mean, these miniatures wouldn't have been dry this episode anyway. We've got ball bearing in this one. Yeah, I'm just gonna shake this up. Still working on a tutorial at the moment. Blood Angel's Apothecary. There we go. Him. That's it. That's all you're getting. He's got a long way to go yet, but I'm trying to take my time with him. I enjoy him. I enjoy how he looks. I'm blown away by some people's painting ability. I mean, the quality of painting on YouTube in particular is just getting better and better and better, and it's amazing. It really is. And that's great because it means better videos, better. We all get better at it as well as people help each other. Better videos, better games, better viewing. Oh dear. Right. 8 miniatures. Again, I'm not going to water it down. Wow, this is going to be the most bubbly primer going, the grey, but it is nice to paint. Try and get a large coverage over here and smooth the bubbles out as I go. It looks like he could have been like a biker or something at some time. Yeah. Get these models primed, then that's one video done. Then I can get another, I don't know how many videos of painting these guys up. As I recall, memory serves, I think it was last year I did it, when I was painting Mansions of Madness, the characters in that took me roughly about a session to do one character, as memory serves. So there we go. One companion. think this one, which is a woman, I think she's a sniper. Painting. It's been a while since I've painted board game miniatures. Like I say, the quality isn't quite as good, but it's not bad. It's not bad if you can see that. I know I don't have an amazing resolution on these videos because it takes too long to upload. I do on the Patreon ones. Painting with Pete. Or painting with patrons it is. I haven't done one of those for a while, maybe I should. Ooh, there we go. Right. Yeah, so I'm gonna say the detail's not like Games Workshop standard, but it's more than adequate for a game of Zombicide, like killing zombies and running away from them. If I had a wish list for Zombicide, it would be to make better game board tiles. They can be a bit samey after a while, I feel. I did see a video once, like years ago when it came out, Zombicide. Someone had done a 3D board and it looked amazing. I mean, amazing. Not bad. Detail on him looks better than one of the survivors, this guy here. I think he's the handyman. I think. Yeah, he's got more detail on him. I wonder if these were going to be like survivors and they thought, nah, do you know what? We'll make them companions. If I get the grey on, that'd be awesome because grey is a very nice primer to paint over, I feel. Sorry, we're a bit silent for some time there. Just turn the heating off for a bit. Oh, yeah. I know there's like Zombicide Invader. There's like Zombicide in Space. There's another one. Sorry, I'm alone with my thoughts a lot here. Sometimes I think I'm talking, but I'm not. I'm actually thinking the words, and I'm not saying them aloud to you, so I do apologise for that. But yeah, Zombicide Invader, and you know, like I say, it is Zombicide in Space. That is what it is. That's probably quite good. Right. I'm gonna need a drink after this, either another cup of coffee or a cup of tea or something. I think he might be a seeker. He's got a telescope. Yeah. Hopes. Dare I talk about hopes for the year ahead? My wife's given up with hope because getting it down so often. I'm going to give it a stab though. I hope that I can get taken on permanently where I am, and I hope that I can get a few more hours in as well. Which would then enable us to have a much more normal lifestyle, and things can get back on track, get back living my life, making a decent contribution to our life, helping out my family, and who knows, maybe even looking at more hobby stuff. And hopefully I can do that before I start running out of paints and things, I am very fortunate that I got a huge stack of paints already. I mean, when I first started the hobby, I used to think like a dozen paints was an awful lot, filling up the paint rack. Now it's got hundreds of paints. I used to buy job lots of paints online because some of them would be partially used, but I could just replace them when they ran out. And over the years, I've got quite an extensive collection of paint, different colours and that. I've even got a few of the contrast paints now because they're pretty good, which I was able to do before the dark times. Oh, we're at the hour now, and I've just finished painting, which is good. That's very fortuitous. Oh, that over there. Wash my brush out. Okay. Making a nice little paste in my palm of my hand there. There we go. Oop. Back to as it should be. And there we are. So, I'm going to zoom out and tilt the camera arm back. Hey, look at that. Oh, I'm on Batman. Right, yes. So, thanks very much for watching. Let me know in the comments below what you've been working on. Let me know if you ever put these type of videos on in the background, when you're sat up in bed as well and things like that, or just sat in the chair, or, eating your breakfast, whatever. I'd be interested to know that, just interested. I know, some of you listen to my videos whilst going to work, and that's cool. So I just put my heating back on again. On and off, it's getting a bit chilly out here. It wasn't to start with, but it is now. It'll soon warm up again. Ooh. Thank you for watching. I do appreciate it. As you know, I really enjoy these videos. They're a huge part of my life doing this. I'm very fortunate to have this Zombicide set. I'll get these characters painted up according to their character cards here. I like to do that as close as I can, to the actual character. And perhaps later this year I can get some more Zombicide going. So, without further ado, I will say goodbye. Remember, all brushes lead to war. And bye for now. Bye bye.